Hello there, my name is Billy Juliana. I'm 49 years old and I have a 40-year history of dealing with anorexia nervosa. And I'm currently following the recovery methods espoused by Tabitha Farrar, Kayla Rose Katecki, and Elisa Orris. And I just wanted to check in with you today and ask if you are feeling angry, anxious, afraid, depressed, just a whole gamut of emotions that seem so overwhelming that they might throw you from the recovery path. Well, I totally relate. I understand, because anorexia recovery is like a revolution going on inside ourselves. We are completely changing our mindsets and the way we live our lives. So it does get tough sometimes. And I just want to give the simple message to stay on the recovery path, to walk that walk. Keep walking. Metaphorically, I'm talking about here. You don't need to get up and go exercising. No, I mean just walk that walk of recovery. So that's the simple message, but I also want to provide some entertainment to help engage your brain in something different, in something other than the negative things that you're feeling, and distract you from all of the overwhelming things that are going on in recovery. So stay tuned. We're going to have a song contest. Can't wait. Check in a minute. Bye. Okay, so we are now at the song contest. Thank you for hanging in there. And I will explain the basic rules of the contest. And that is, I pick a category of songs just off the top of my head, and then I think of all the songs I can possibly think of that fall into that category, and then I rank the songs, and the song that comes in first place, I award 10 points to the country of origin of that song. And then if a song comes in second place, I award 5 points to the country of origin of that song. And if there happens to be a song that is just almost first place but not quite, but doesn't deserve second place, I award 7 points to the country of origin of that song. And there have been a couple of times that has happened, so there are a couple of countries that have an odd number of points. Now, having said that, I wanted to say that the globe has a lot of catching up to do to one particular country, and that is Norway. Norway has 1 billion points. And why is that? Just simply because Norway is the home of a-ha's Take On Me. Yes, that to me is the quintessential pop song. I love that song. Is it the best song ever? No, but it is the quintessential pop song. Just love it. So I awarded Norway, regardless of any category, 1 billion points. Okay, so we have a lot of catching up to do. We've done 5 of these contests already. A lot of countries have built up points, but we are not close to 1 billion yet. So having said that, let's get to the category that I've chosen for today. And that is walking songs, or songs that have to do somehow with a walk. And the reason why I chose this category, pretty obvious. We are going to keep walking that walk. We're going to stay on that path of recovery. So that's why I chose this category. Keep walking that walk. Metaphorically, yes, of course, don't go start exercising. And I also have to have a snack while I am doing this, because it takes a while to get it all together and to go through the song list. And I like to eat, of course, and I get hungry and I've got a bit of a snack. This is just an iota of what I eat in a day. It is really nothing to get too excited over, except for the cake. And in early recovery, I was watching a lot of videos and I was always wondering why people didn't eat cake. And so I've got cake and I'm so excited about it. This is vanilla peppermint. How good can that be? That sounds awesome. It smells great too. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on to the contest. Now, I do have to do a little bit of research, and I do have a cheat sheet, so you'll see me referring to this cheat sheet. And most of these songs I knew off the top of my head. Some of them I didn't. I listened to them. I thought they were great. So all of the things represented here, all of the numbers, the tunes, the melodies, everything are awesome. I love them all. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with Canada. That's usually where I start, with our friendly neighbors to the north. And here I have, by the way, I have some ham roll-ups. One of them has avocado. One of them is empty because I ran out of avocados. This is really, really lame. You can see it looks lame. It's overexposed and ugly, but it will be delicious. Anyway, so let's get to Canada. So the first entry for Canada is from Bachman Turner Overdrive, 1973, Down, Down. This is a great walking song. While it doesn't include walking in the title, it certainly has to do with walking in the song, and it's a great song. So 5 points to Canada. Next song from Canada. Oh, I love this group. April Wine, the Nova Scotia band that is responsible for Just Between You and Me. But, sorry, Just Between You and Me is not a walking song. April Wine is known as more of a rocking band, and this is more of a rockin' song. It's called All Over Town. It earns Canada 5 more points. Okay, next. Paul Anka, the prolific songwriter from Canada who is responsible for so many golden oldies. He also wrote in 2002 a song called Walk a Fine Line. Okay, everybody who loves top 40 music, I have Shawn Mendes from Canada with Show You from 2015, a song that features Shawn expressing his desire to walk on his hands for 100 miles. I'd like to see that. He doesn't do it in the video, but he does do a lot of walking in the video. So that definitely counts as a walking song. And then lastly, we have Drake. It's a collaboration with an American band called Migos. Walk It, Talk It. So I'm going to award the US and Canada both 5 points for Drake and the Migos collaboration, Walk It, Talk It. Great job, Canada. Always coming in with a strong show. Okay, next is, oh my goodness, we have a new country coming into the contest. Yay, I'm so excited to have found this. Thank goodness. Russia, you are represented. And who are you represented by? Well, you are represented by Sergei Lazarev, and the song is Just Because You Walk Away from 2004. So thank you for entering the contest, Russia. Really love entering new countries into the contest. All right, next is Sweden. Ace of Base, Don't Turn Around from 1994. That involves someone who is walking away and the person singing says, "Don't turn around, please." Good job, Sweden. All right. Germany, back in the contest this time with Sarah Connor's I'll Find You in My Heart from 2001. Good job, Germany. Another 5 points to you. Okay, moving right along. We get to Northern Ireland, and we have Van Morrison with Walk That Walk from 1992. And then also, this is gross, I'm so sorry. Also from Northern Ireland, Snow Patrol, Gary Lightbody. He has This Is How You Walk On from 2018. Gary Lightbody has written so many songs that are empowering, and I just wanted to bring that to light. If you are feeling down, just Google Snow Patrol and watch songs like Run and this song and so many other of theirs that are so empowering. Anyway, just an aside. Congratulations, Snow Patrol, and to Northern Ireland for getting 10 points from your 2 entries. Okay, next we are back with Haiti. They entered the contest last time, and they are back this time with another Wyclef Jean song, and this one is called Walk Away. It is from 2009. Great song. Watch the video, enjoy. All right, we have another new entry into the contest. Whole new country. Welcome to Nigeria. Woo! I'm so glad to have Sade in the contest. Now, while she is part British, I will award England 5 points as well for this particular song. But she has a great walking song. It is called Hang On to Your Love from 1984 from the Diamond Life album. And Sade is such a wonderful performer, but I'm so glad to have Nigeria in the contest represented by the lovely Sade. So, thanks. Okay, let's get back to Jamaica. You guys know that I love reggae, and so there is a great walking song called Steppin' Razor, and it was actually written by Joe Higgs, and he is really the father of reggae. Jimmy Cliff has given him that title, and he actually wrote and performed the song, but it was later made a hit by Peter Tosh and not credited to Joe Higgs. I want to give Joe Higgs the credit for that. So, yes, Jamaica, you get 5 points for Steppin' Razor. You also get another 5 points for Jimmy Cliff's Footprints from 1978. So good job, Jamaica. Always love to have my reggae in the contest. Okay, moving on to Australia and to my cake. Oh wow, this is dense. I'm gonna love this. Okay, Little River Band, Reminiscing from 1978. Oh my God, no way. You see? Wow, that's good. Okay, next from Australia, wonderful band named Silverchair. They have a song called Walking in a Straight Line from 2007. Then, in 2008, Sia came out with a song called The Girl You Lost to Cocaine. This is about someone who is walking away from someone who is battling an addiction. You know how Sia is. She always gets in there with the down and dirty stuff. And she wrote a song about getting away from that bad stuff. So next is Amy Shark and the song Adore. And that includes a line where she is just gonna walk straight out of town just to think about the person she loves, to have him with her as she goes. Pretty cool line. Okay. Okay, so the next song, you can tell I'm not a great fan of it, but I will give it a second place ranking and give Australia 5 points. And it's 5 Seconds of Summer's Young Blood. They include the line, I'm just a dead man walking tonight. And in some ways I'm like, okay, that's fine. Go ahead and be a dead man walking. Because I'm not a big fan. But, however, the song is pretty ubiquitous on the radio and it's kind of catchy. So I will give Australia 5 points for 5 Seconds of Summer's Young Blood. Okay. Alright, now we're going to move along to Ireland, and this time Ireland I did you a little better service, not as good as I should because I know you have some great songs out there, but I tried harder this time and I found some more for you, so thank goodness. Okay, I'm going to start with Clannad and their song Morning Dew from 1973. If you don't know Clannad, they started as a brother-sister duo way back when. Then they became a full-on band with other members, and they are just a huge factor on the global music scene. And they do a lot of Celtic and traditional Irish music, but they also have pop music as well. And the harmonies between the brother and the sister singing are impeccable. So really love Clannad. And this song was just beautiful. It's about walking in the morning dew. Love it. Okay, next is U2's I Will Follow. Okay, hello there. If you are anybody who listens to music, have you never heard the line, if you walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away, I will follow? Have you never heard that? Okay, well then just click off. Bye. You don't need to be watching this. Okay, maybe you do, because you need to be informed. You need to be informed that that is one of the best walking songs ever. It is by U2. Thank you so much, Ireland. I don't know whether you're going to get 5 points for that. Okay. Sinead O'Connor, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got from 1990. All right, next we have the Pogues from 1990, Once Upon a Time. And then we have the Pogues again from 1990, The Ghost of a Smile. Both songs have to do with walking in different circumstances, but incredibly great use of the metaphor of walking and walking away. So good job, Pogues. You earned Ireland 10 points. Thank you very much. Next, we have an absolutely beautiful song. It is a little bit sad, but it is also just classic, and that is Christy Moore's Mind's Locked Shut. It features the line that just says, "It was a Sunday, it was a great day for walking." And it talks about the Bloody Sunday occurrence that happened in Ireland in the 80s. And it is a tribute song to all those who perished during that skirmish. And the song is just absolutely beautiful and wonderfully sung by Christy Moore. And then it ends with the walking reference. So it's a beautiful song. Check it out on YouTube. 1994. And the last song from Ireland is the Scripts' Dead Man Walking. Now the script doesn't have to be a dead man walking. We'll just leave that to 5 Seconds of Summer. But I like the Scripts' Dead Man Walking from 2010. The lead singer has such a good voice. Anyway, thank you, Ireland. Appreciate all your contributions this time. I'm so glad that I found some. Next, we are on to England. England, I'm afraid I shafted you a little bit. I didn't come up with many songs about walking from your country. I don't know why. So let's just get to it, and then you can fill in all the holes that I have left wide open. Okay, you are watching this just to fill in the holes that I leave open for you. So leave them in the comments, what I have left out from England. Okay, here's what this person came up with. All right. Peter Gabriel, Salisbury Hill, 1977. Who doesn't love that song? Just checking. Next is The Police, Walking on the Moon from 1979. Who doesn't love The Police? Just checking. Okay. Next is Joan Armatrading from 1981. I'm Lucky. That's from her album Walking Under Ladders, and that's the particular song that includes the line Walking Under Ladders. Okay, who doesn't love Joan Armatrading? If you've never heard of Joan Armatrading, or if you don't know her music that well, check her out on YouTube while you're on YouTube, because her voice is so beautiful and her stuff is absolutely fantastic. So love to have her in my contest with a walking song. So thank you, Joan Armatrading. Okay, now we've got Dire Straits from 1985, Walk of Life. All right, I love that album, the Brothers in Arms album from Dire Straits from the 1980s. Woo! It has Money for Nothing and everything, but this is the Walk of Life from the same album. 5 points for England. Then we have Elton John's Easier to Walk Away from 1990. And I'm so glad to include an Oasis song in the contest. Oasis, what a great band. Champagne Supernova from 1994. Then I'm also really glad to have found an Amy Winehouse song that is Tears Dry on Their Own from 2006. Now I'm having to look at my reference here. I didn't know exactly when it came out, but Amy Winehouse, Tears Dry on Their Own from 2006. She was a masterful songwriter and performer. Really love Amy Winehouse, and R.I.P. Okay, and the last song that I came up with for England, and this doesn't have a whole lot to do with walking, admittedly, but there is a walking reference in it. But I just had to include it because it's just got such an upbeat vibe, and it's just one of those things that is infectious. And that is Jay Sean. He wrote it, but it was made famous by DJ Regard, and that is the song Ride It. Okay? And that is from 2008. And I can't get enough of it. It's a fun song. So if people in England are like, gross, we hate that song, I'm sorry, this American likes it. Okay, anyway. Now let's move on to the United States. There are a lot of US songs involved in the contest. That's just because I know the United States songs better than anything else. It's my basic frame of reference, right? So strap yourselves in and have some fun. And also fill in gaps, because I know I've left out a lot of American songs as well. So let's start with I Walk the Line by Johnny Cash from 1956. The epitome of walking songs, may I add. Okay, The Ventures. Now this is an instrumental song. It isn't a song that has lyrics in it, but from 1960 they had a song that was just a monster hit. Check it out on YouTube as well. It's called Walk, Don't Run, and I included it just because of the title, and the song itself is just iconic. You will recognize it when you hear it. Okay, The Four Seasons from 1963, Walk Like a Man. And then next we have Dionne Warwick from 1964 with Walk On By. She has such a smooth voice. I love Dionne Warwick. Okay, next is The Temptations with Don't Look Back. This was a song that was re-recorded several times by other artists and made bigger hits, actually, like by the Rolling Stones and Peter Tosh and other folks. But it is a Temptation song, so US gets the points for that. So thank you, Temptations. All right, next we have Kentucky Rain by Elvis Presley. That came out in 1970. That song is all about walking to find a lost loved one. All right, then we get to 1982, 83, right in that era. One of my favorite bands of all time. I've expressed this before in another video, but I have to repeat myself. I love REM. And they just happen to have a great walking song called We Walk. So I love that song. It may or may not give the US 5 points. All right. Then from 1982, we have John Mellencamp's Hurt So Good. That song features the line, "We could just walk around all day long," which is kind of a nice, peaceful kind of thing to think about. But I will tell a little family story about John Mellencamp, if you'll indulge me. And that is, when my niece first started to walk, she did so at a Farm Aid concert, and she was there with her parents. And John Mellencamp came on to sing, and my niece took off running in the opposite direction of the stage. That was her first experience walking. It was actually running, and it was running from John Mellencamp. So just wanted to relate that. Okay, so next is The Left Bank, Just Walk Away, Renee from 1967. I got a little out of order in my dates here, but I forgot about this. What a great song. It's the only hit the Left Bank had, but it is a great song. It's the only hit they needed to have. We're okay with that one. All right, next is Weezer with Undone, the sweater song. You can kind of guess what that one's about. It's about pulling a thread and walking away with it and coming undone, like my cake just did. Oh well, it's still edible. Okay. Next we have, of course you know I'm not going to forget this, from 1997, Smash Mouth and Walkin' on the Sun. Yeah, that one comes to mind immediately when you think of a walking song. Might as well be walking on the sun. I'm having too much fun. Next is Dave Matthews Band, You and Me from 2010, where the couple in that song is just going to walk till the end of the world. It's kind of like the Mellencamp thing, except a little better. Okay, and I'm going to end the US with Lizzo, Good as Hell. And you know that song. It's on the top 40 right now. It may be number 1 right now. If you're seeing this video somewhere off in the future when that song is long in the past, still remember it as a great song with a great walking reference. And yes, of course, you know that there is a country that I have left out. And that's because I don't know what to say. When I came to this country and started thinking about walking songs, I started laughing. I was like, oh, holy beat. So let's just get to it. Sneaky Scotland. I love you guys. You'll make me laugh. I call them Sneaky Scotland because they tend to pack their points all into one artist or one song and be very super thrifty that way. But this time they've got a lot of different artists involved in this, but all of the songs are so good and some of them crack me up. So let me just get to it. First of all, Jethro Tull, Living in the Past. Now, people from England, don't get up in arms at me about this. I know that Jethro Tull is mostly an English band, but Ian Anderson, the lead singer and songwriter, is Scottish. So because he wrote that song, and because he performs it and sings lead on it and plays the flute and all that stuff, he gets the points and he gets it for Scotland. All right, good job. Good start, Scotland. Next is, I can't say this with a straight face. Let me get this out. Bay City Rollers. Okay, got out. Whew. Yesterday's Hero from 1977. They just crack me up. They're so disco. And they belong just to the disco era. But they're just the quintessential disco pop band. And they're from Scotland. It's awesome. It's too good to be true. All right, I'm gonna calm down. Whew. All right, so next we have a great song by Jerry Rafferty, and that's Baker Street. Ooh, if you don't know that song, definitely look it up. When you look it up and listen to it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that song. Yeah, Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty. Great song. So, after Jerry Rafferty in 1978, we jump up to 1983 with Simple Minds and their song Waterfront. I love Simple Minds. They always come in the contest somewhere, somehow, and I will welcome them every time. All right, next we have Big Country with I Walk the Hill from 1986. And I swear, Big Country is just, they sound so Scottish every time I listen to them. Either they have bagpipes in their song or they have some sort of marching rhythm. It's all so infectious. I love it. So thank you, Big Country. And next is Travis, Walking in the Sun from 2004. Travis has been in this contest 2 or 3 times, so they are back along with Simple Minds. I welcome them heartily. I love Travis, and I love that song as well. Okay, and then next we have Justin Curry of Della and Mitri with his song Walking Through You from 2007. And then I also wanted to include the Frightened Rabbit song from 2008 called My Backwards Walk. This song is just a beautiful song. This is a really great indie band from Scotland. They are overshadowed a little bit by tragedy. I'll let you look that up on YouTube. I don't want to go into it, but what a great song, and I did want to include it in this contest, so thank you. Okay, so finally, Scotland, we're going to end the whole contest with you. When I was coming up with this contest, I was having a hard time thinking of a #1 song. I still am. So I'm going to run the point totals after I now tell you what song the last one is from Scotland. But this one made it so hard to decide what was going to be #1. Oh my God, you know what I'm talking about. If you're from Scotland, you know. And that is the Proclaimers' I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles from 1988. If you don't know that song, look it up. Just look at the video too, just watch it. Okay. So now let me run the point totals and then I'll get back to you in just a second. These are the totals for the entire contest, the entire running of the entire show. That means we have done 6 contests, including this one, and these are the point totals from all the contests. So watch and enjoy. Okay, now we're back, and thank you for watching the point totals. I think it's always fun to show a little bit of national pride. But now I want to get to who won this contest. Okay, it was so difficult for me to come up with a winner for this contest. So I had to give 7 points to 2 songs and then 10 points to the winner. Okay, drum roll. 7 points goes to U2 and I Will Follow. Thank you, U2. I really appreciate that. 7 points goes to REM with We Walk. Thank you, REM. We really appreciate that. 10 points goes to Sneaky Scotland with the Proclaimers, I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. Thank you so much for what a fun ride. When I get recovered, I will walk 500 miles with those 2 guys from the Proclaimers any day. All right, so there you have it. That is the 6th music contest that I have done, and you know that I have left out tons of walking songs, so put on your thinking caps and let me know what songs I have left out that you would like to see put into the contest, and I will award all the points accordingly to the countries of origins of the song you come up with, and please leave them in the comments below. Until next time, everyone, please chill, eat some cake, take care, and peace.